My fifth lacerator build by Dangerously Incompetent. Ditched the epic cabin, gone for a blue with a growl, dropped the power score to 5000. No accessories bar on the engine, no harpoons or cap cans, and therefore no generator needed. Help keep the power score down and see if the lacerators are more effective at the lower power. Well, they're going to be more effective at the lower power score, but seeing if we can do better with no harpoon, no cap cans. I need something to hang on to the hovers in order to catch up to them, or I'm just relying on surprise, getting around them when they're occupied otherwise, and this lacerator poking up in order to chop off something vital like a hover or a vital piece of frame or something. Wheel-wise, you'll notice I've changed to the Lunar wheels. I was seduced by their only minus 10% power, so they should be even more acceleration. And I put them into the pattern that I found ages ago, which is often used at high power scores with the Bigfoot wheels. Wheel, space, wheel, but the front ones are where they are, and then the second ones are out a bit, and then the fourth slot for the wheels is inside the front ones, and it does make it very extra super specially turny. He says doing a 3.10. Easily turn within the garage. The only problem is, well, there's two problems with them. They're super skiddy, and they also only have 70 durability. They've got 50% shoot through, but that is quite fragile, even at 5000 power score. What else about it? The mass. I did have trouble keeping the mass forward, because you want the mass forward so you don't just bounce over anybody, and you don't want the mass too far away from the centre, because otherwise your handling goes knackered. So I had a bit of difficulty keeping the mass forward, as far as forward as it is, and it's not far forward quite enough, I think. So I've got some APC roof parts because they're heavy, and these things are heavy, and then everything out the back is a bit light. And the lacerators aren't mounted on the frame, because if you mount them on the frame, the best I can do then is like a 2 wide piece along here, which puts the lacerators 2 forward, and the lacerators aren't the lightest things, and I got 5 of them. That shoves mass way out front, way away from the centre of your wheels, which means angular momentum starts kicking in, and your turning starts to become a bit wonky and awkward. So they're actually attached to these gun mounts, which mostly should last. And finally, there's quite a bit of decor on, including the lovely new light bar. I put that on just to bump the score over 5000, so I could go do some battery missions. Well, that's the quick overview. Let's go see how it does in battle, shall we? Whilst I try out my decor, take note of the vertically mounted lacerator that sticks up on the nose, right in the centre. That's there to catch hovers, because it sticks up enough to definitely get a hover. We'll see more of that later. But now, it's a cannon guy. He misses with his first. I take off a wheel with my hit. They're bounced off, and now he's just going to back away and show me his train plan. At least this shows that the shield of lacerators can take a few cannon shells and still stay on. And an explosion. Or was he destroyed? But anyway, they're still there. They're quite tough, which is good. Now we've cleared this flank, who can we find? Can we surprise someone in the rear? Looks promising. Where is he? There. A bit of drift, a bit more drift, a lot more drift, and here's almost ideal. Pretty much ideal is in the side, because then you take their wheels off and their manoeuvrability really drops down. Instead, he managed to get away from me for a little bit of time there. And this shows the real problem with the build. While you're grinding away on someone else, his allies been shooting me, and yeah, Taking a pair of wheels off. Oh, it's a hover too. A bounce. Did you see that? Got him with my lacerator, but just bounced off. And, oh, did I get something valuable there? Nope, nope. Try again. And again. Ah, there we go. There goes a hover. There goes the other hover. There goes the frame. And goodbye. So sometimes the vertical lacerator works, but most of the time the hovers just bounce off. It really does need a harpoon to grab onto them and pull them against the lacerator. Now they've all fallen off eventually. Ho hum. Time to say goodbye. Can I take him with me? No. He can do a bit of wall climbing. That was quite a bit of the wall climbing there. How did he manage that? Off we go on the nameless tower map. The traffic lights don't glow, which is a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping to use them as, underglow lights. You could use the harness as an underglow light. It's nice and bright and blue if your vehicle was big enough to hide the reindeer in it, and then you'd be left with the blue glow. That'd be cool. Try that on a bigger build. Oh, watch the mini map. Watch the mini. Don't point. They're coming. They're coming here. They come. Oh, he's tried to be invisible. No, no, no. You're not catching me out. I watch the mini map. Give me your side. Give me your side. Come back here and give me your side. Oh, yeah, yes. Side, side. Ah, shh, shh. All be over soon. Shh. Hello, Michael. Which way are you facing? And do you have wheels? This thing's not great at armoured tracks, but he's got wheels, and even with a shunt from behind, thank you so very much, teammate, buzz through him in short order. But I have lost... Oh no, I've lost the lacerator. Tisk. Must have found an ammo pack or something. Let's not go in the front way, let's go round the back way. And what can we see? No, more armoured tracks. Yep, nope, don't fancy that. Oh, look at that. Someone's trying to sneak around and recap A. No, no, no. Well, wait. Oh. Yes, let's overpower him with 3 to 1. I'll do. Come back here. Stop running. Oh, haha. Ah, that was a mistake. And over you go. Huh. That was unusual. But now he's over. Be rude not to. Well, back to B, I suppose. Where can we see some enemy? My ammo's going to go in that way. I'll go in this way, and we'll sandwich someone in between us. Oh, it's still the armoured tracks guy. Look at this. Look at this. 2 armoured tracks, and he's still managing to get... Oh, no. Get away from him. I was thinking I'll dodge through here and get away from him and not get shot. Unfortunately, that's where the rest of the enemy team are. Let's shunt this guy back in and maybe just finish him off before I get butchered myself. Yeah, a bit crippled. That was a mistake leaving the circle. Well, maybe it was or maybe it wasn't. I didn't get a cannon to the face, but then I did meet 3 enemies. And now I'm still moving. Just not very well. Cap, or should we help, or... Oh, would you look at the glow on that carnival? Should get me one of those for a nice blue glow. But a win is a win, thank you very much. As you can see, this build does quite well in combat. The lacerators are definitely happier and doing more significant damage here at 5,000 power score than they were at 7,000. Although this raised lacerator didn't do the business, I would have been better off doing the standard hover hooks. Where is it? Show you them. Mount a buggy floor. Stick it on top of the cabin for some made nice and durable, and then a hatchet sticking out the front. Where's the hatchet gone? Like so, and another one over here in order to catch hovers, but you need to mount it quite far forward because you want to catch the hover and then it gets pushed down onto your lacerators on the front, and that would enable me to attach the lacerators to the frame maybe instead of the gun mounts. The Lunar IVs weren't so much of a vulnerability as I had feared, and mainly because you got the redundancy of having 6 of them, and you can drive around quite happily if you have lost 2 of them. The Lunar IVs do have that low power demand, which should give you great acceleration, but they also seem to have a low amount of grip, which means you skid around whenever you start turning, and when you're trying to accelerate, the wheels just spin, and you don't accelerate as much as you might expect with a minus 10% on the old power. And the combination of skidding and not being able to turn directly and not accelerating so well makes it harder to catch people when you're chasing after them and they're with your lacerators and you're there trying to escape. So overall, I'm not really sold on the Lunar IVs, but if you're trying to make a drift racing car, Lunar IVs are the wheels for you. So all in all, I would rate this build as okay to good. Next up, but I did feel feel the lack of a harpoon or a cap can to hold hovers down and hold other vehicles down. So next build, maybe I'll try sticking a harpoon on, keeping the power score low, but sticking a harpoon on. Anyway, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you're interested in financial advice in Crossout, not real world financial advice, certainly not qualified for that, look up my Twitch streams. Toodaloo!